Hello, welcome to Monday Mindfulness, where we share all kinds of practical mindfulness tools and techniques and things that we can integrate with our lives. And today I'd like to share something that we did a lot of at the summer school with the kids, and that was breathing and stretching and allowing those to be our focus of our mindfulness practice. So really stretching out with the breath, and just allowing that breath to flow and be part of our mindful stretching practice. So what I'd like to do is go through a little bit of a routine where we do a wee warm up, and then we'll do some stretching, and then you can flow into whatever stretching that your body's asking for. So it's really about aligning the breath and the body and allowing that stretch, even if it's not a single breath stretch. So if it's a breath that we're holding for several breaths, just allowing that to just push on the edge or push on that feeling of the stretch, just gently as we breathe. So as we inhale in, just pushing gently. And as we exhale, we're relaxing. So if I've got, for example, this stretch, I'm breathing in, just pushing on that a little bit, and breathing out, relaxing. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing. So we can really use this to expand the breath and practice a really full, deep breath, but also we can use this to help us to slow down. So if we want to slow down, the breath is the guide of our speed for this practice. So if we slow down the breath, we slow down the practice, and we make more space to be able to notice the details. Now, one aspect of this practice that I find really valuable is juggling of multiple anchors or multiple points of focus. So we have a primary focus of the stretch, however the stretch is in the body, the experience of these muscles, these situations that are happening, these pressures, whatever's happening in the body is our primary focus. But because we're using the breath as a timer for this, so I have a primary focus in the muscles, but then I have another focus, a secondary focus in the breath. And being able to stay open to these and juggle them is a really, really valuable skill. And it's something that we develop through mindfulness practices. And this is one way to do that. So our primary focus will be on the stretch. The breath will also be a secondary focus, and we'll also use it to time or to regulate the pace of our practice. And I recommend starting slow with this and feeling the flow as you go. So yeah, if in doubt, if you get a bit distracted, slowing down the breath can be a really nice way to savor all of these subtle details that we've got going on. So let's get into it. Let's start with a little bit of a shaking twist. Very, very gentle. We don't need to push it here today. There may be times for pushing it, not now. Let's just focus on being present today. And now breathing in and up. So a bit of a squat. You might want to slow it down a little bit so we can really notice. Keeping your posture. Coming back into twists a little more slowly now. Really grounding in with your feet, getting stable there. A few more of these squats. Really ground in with that exhale. Stabilize the feet. Keeping stable as we reach up with the inhale. And just relaxing the breath for a second, relaxing the arms, noticing, being a witness to this experience. And now as we slowly expand the breath again, we're going to reach up, stretch the arms up, stretch the fingers, making as much space as we can between the thumbs and the little finger. And then as you exhale, coming down and just gently arching over. And just inhaling again. Exhaling, arching over. Breathing slow enough that we can feel each detail. Allowing the stretch to be the focus, allowing ourselves to gently guide with the breath. And on the next inhale, stretching over to the left, coming back to the center with the exhale, over to the right with the next inhale, over to the left again, and to the right. And now noticing whatever stretch your body's asking for, coming into that. And just taking a few long, deep breaths here in whatever stretch it is that your body needs. Slow it down. Really allowing ourselves to relax into the stretch, be present with the stretch. Changing sides if you feel it. Closing our eyes down can help us to really focus in on that stretch. Gently, gently. If anything else comes up, allowing yourself to be gentle with yourself. Coming back to the stretch. Coming back to the next breath. You can hold at the peak of the breath a little bit if you like. I often do that. Gently, gracefully. So mindfulness can be as simple as that. And now I'm juggling, connecting with you, feeling the stretch, and the breath. And we can develop these habits of being able to juggle multiple points of focus with these kinds of practices. So this is a great way to do that, allowing the breath to be a almost unconscious timer, but also one anchor, one part of the practice, and then the stretch being the focal point. So I'll leave you to continue with your stretching as much as you feel this morning, and I hope you have a wonderful week. It's been a pleasure to share this. If you'd like to share your experience, comments down below. Absolutely love you guys.